What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are starting our day at our Orange County yard. Behind me here I have our 96 and 97 International 4800s. The reason I am here is because both of these trucks are being put up for sale. I am taking pictures of them to be posted online and whatnot, but I figured I would make a video of them while I'm here in case anybody watching is interested. These two trucks are pretty much identical. One of them is a 96, which is that one, I believe, and this is a 97. Let me double check that. Yep, this is the 97 here. So we'll walk around this one first, but they're pretty much identical. They're both International 4800s, both of them all-wheel drive. The only differences will be a little bit on the outside. Inside the cabs are pretty much identical. This plow is a bit more damaged than that one. These trucks will be being sold with the plows. You can see that it is cracked here. We do have a piece of mud flap that we normally have zip tied in these holes here just to keep the snow from flying up out. So that is one thing to note if you are looking at these. Besides that, they're in pretty good shape. They're both low mileage. They start right up. I'll hop in and show you on both of them, but let's walk around them real quick just so you can see them all. Sanders mounted right on the frame. This one has a bit of a bigger sander than this one, but for the most part they're identical. You have stainless fenders on this one as opposed to the poly fenders on that one, but overall they're in pretty good shape. Is set up for a wing post here. We obviously don't have a wing on either of these, but that's that one. And then here you can see this plow is in pretty good shape. It is a little cracked here, but the top of it is not cracked at all. So this plow is in definitely much better shape than this one. But walking around the outside, like I said, they're pretty much identical. Poly fenders here, a smaller sander, but for the most part they're pretty much the exact same truck here. So if you guys have any questions on these, definitely leave a comment. I can make a video on them, or I could just answer you in the comments, but they probably are both posted for sale by the time that you guys are seeing this video. I'll hop in the cab here, show you this real quick. This is all pretty standard in both of these trucks. Key here, see, it'll start right up. Engine start. Starts right up, no issue. This one has 44,959 miles with 5,851 hours. All your plow and sander controls over here. Basic stuff. I don't need to go through all of this. You guys probably know what's going on in here. It does have a battery disconnect. Same with the other one. Battery disconnect, same exact spot. Oh, come on, missed the steering wheel there. But you got a identical setup in here. The only difference is your sander control is mounted in a different spot here, but no big deal with that. Key on, your same thing here with your engine start button. See, they both fire right up. This one has 55,420 miles with 6,309 hours. So fairly low mileage on both of these, and they are both fairly clean. So yeah, if anybody is interested in either of these trucks, they're probably already posted for sale by the time this video comes out. So definitely reach out if you're interested. But I'm gonna park these. I already took pictures of them. They were parked over there. I just pulled them over here for pictures and this video. But I'm gonna park these and then I'm heading down to our main shop. All right, guys, so I am down here at our main shop now, and Guillermo was here all weekend working on this truck, getting it completely sanded down, all the rust grinded off. He did the plow here. You see I taped this today. That way we can start painting this. The whole plow frame, everything on here. Obviously your tough corners down in here are a little bit hard to get, so we're gonna maybe sand them by hand before we actually paint all this. But the rest of that is all ready. This plow frame was done, the wing plow was done, You can see everywhere where he sanded on here. So we're going around right now. He's pulling some pieces off and wiping it down to get all the dust and everything off. See, we took the steps off. We're hoping to get stainless steps here to throw on these. There's 2 on this side, 1 on the other side. We also are trying to get them for that truck as well. But if we can't find them, we do have them laying here. We will clean them up and repaint them and throw them back on. But that's a last resort type of thing. But you can see this whole frame is completely sanded down all the way to the back. This truck was actually in better shape than the red one when we first got it, so there's a lot less sanding to do on this one. But once we get this painted and cleaned up, it is going to look really nice. Obviously, all of these were unbolted. You had your lights, your backup alarm, this is a little license plate light, goes like that, trailer hitch plug, all pulled off and completely stripped down here. So there's a lot of grease and hydraulic oil and stuff on these fittings here that we got to clean up still before we start painting. I don't know how well the camera is picking it up, but you can definitely, like right here, this is a good spot, you can see it. So a lot of gunk here that we got to get cleaned up, but for the most part this frame is in really good condition. We did pull 2 pieces off here. You can see this is up higher, there's a step here. We pulled them off here, so those will go back on and get welded back on, but we pulled them off. You can paint right down onto the main frame now and then put those on with a layer of paint in between here. So it actually made it better for getting this clean. But he also came all the way up on the wing here. See, he just pulled that step off as well. So this whole the truck is completely sanded down. You can see all the dust on the hood, or on the hood right on the fender though. See, it's all coated in dust. That's all from grinding all of the rust off of here. So this truck is pretty much ready to go. We have a day or 2 of cleanup and then we can start painting. We're gonna hand paint the plow and the wing plow, and then the rest, like we'll plastic off the cab and the back of it obviously and spray all of that. We do have over on the side here, I picked up this morning some poly fenders here. These are fenders. You have brackets in these boxes, and then we have right here spring-loaded mud flaps, just like what we put on this truck here. So it's pretty much identical. You have poly fenders and your spring-loaded mud flaps. These things are super sturdy. You really got to yank on them to get them to move at all. So we're going to do the same thing with that. Tail lights, we'll end up probably doing the identical thing, because obviously without the body on here, come around back, all you have is your spreader light there. So you have no tail lights on here at all. Obviously we will put a light bar just like the other truck, with you have strobes, reverse, brake, turning lights, everything all hanging right there. So we're pretty much replicating what you see on this truck down on this terrastar now, and you guys saw how good this one came out. So we're hoping that we end up with a pretty similar result to that one. But we also got a delivery today for, I believe, for this truck, some nice new rims for it. So those old steel ones will be coming off, and these are getting thrown on there. I don't know when that's happening, but obviously there's 4 boxes here. So the inside ones on the back will stay, and the outside ones will get replaced on both sides, and that'll really change the look of this truck. I don't know if this one is going to get painted white at some point. I know I said something about leaving a comment if that one is getting painted white. The first person who, or the person who is the closest on this one, I will send a sweatshirt to. So I'll make the same deal. If this truck gets painted white, leave a comment. The first person, or not the first person, the person who is the closest to the date of when this is getting painted, I will send a sweatshirt to you as well. Like I said, I don't know if either of these will be painted, but if you guys know my father, you know that he likes to paint all of his trucks white. So possibly one day that'll be happening, but we're pretty much down to just getting this truck cleaned up. We have a couple things we got to pull off, clean all the dust off, and then we can start painting. So I would say maybe 3 days left until this truck is completely painted. So that's gonna wrap it up for this one. If you guys have any questions or comments, definitely leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys next time. Peace.